What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. And in this video we are doing a first ride on this 2023 Ducati Streetfighter V2. Now this is my first time seeing an actual Streetfighter V2 up close and in person. You know, the Streetfighter V4s are really big and known. I don't even know how long the V2 version of the Streetfighter has been out. I've only known of the Super Sport version of the V2. But man, this thing looks really good. If you guys know me and you've seen some of my previous videos, I'm not a huge fan of naked bikes, but they really are starting to grow on me again, especially, you know, the S1000 single R, the Aprilia Tuono and bikes like that. Man, this thing, it just looks really good. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about the color and everything. It's like that OD green, you know, it's almost like military looking, but it's kind of incognito, kind of low key, you know what I'm saying? But this bike is pretty much stock. There is really nothing done to this bike at all. I cannot tell if it is lowered at all a little bit in the rear. Maybe that's just me, but other than that, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this bike out on the road and see how she performs. But as always, let's cut to the B-roll. All right, let's get a start going here. Not really a full cold start, but exhaust sounds okay for being stock, not too bad. And also want to give a shout out to Fort Campbell Auto Sales here for allowing me to do a first ride on this bad boy. If you guys are in the area, that's where you can pick this bad boy up. Alright, so right off the bat, this bike feels very smooth for a Ducati. Usually, in my opinion, I don't want to go that low. In my opinion, they're usually pretty rough around the edges, but they also add character and things like that, because you get on bikes like the S1000, which is like super smooth, super over-engineered. But this one actually feels pretty good. And you do get a quick shifter on here. So you get a quick shifter and an auto blip, so it's quick shift up and quick shift down. Okay, as far as the seating position goes, for a taller rider, this actually feels pretty good. My legs don't feel too crammed or anything like that. They're at a decent position, especially on the foot peg. I think the foot pegs are at a good position too for this bike. Handlebars, you know, nice high handlebars for a naked bike. Good position. I feel pretty straight up, maybe just with a slight lean, but the seat isn't too aggressive or anything like that, so not an issue. All right, so the display looks really nice. Nice colorful TFT display. Ducati doesn't really ever fail in that department. It always looks really good, but the only thing is it's kind of small. I believe on the Panigale V4 it's a little bit bigger, but like on this bike and the I believe the 950 Super Sport, it's like this size. I want to say this feels quite docile on the road, but I think once we can get it out on some curves and stuff like that, I think it'll perform really good, because I mean, you do have to do some, you know, suspension tuning and stuff like that to your weight. into how you're going to be riding and things like that. But yeah, as far as the suspension goes, it's really nice because you do get a stabilizer here on the front. A lot of the, you know, I guess higher end nakeds and stuff like that, they will come with some sort of stabilizer on it, either up here or usually they put it down underneath the frame under here in the front. And then this does have fully adjustable suspension, so you get Showa front forks, and not real sure which one it is in the back, but you do have some adjustability on it. I did notice the throttle response isn't too bad, but once you start off in first, it seems like it has a slight delay in it. Maybe that's just due to the electronic throttle. But yeah, man, this bike is pretty new. Only 348 miles on it. Not too bad. So this thing isn't even fully broken in yet. It hasn't even hit the 600 mile mark yet. As far as these mirrors go, I'm never a fan of these type of mirrors on naked bikes. They always look weird to me. You know, it's like big antennas sticking out. So I always usually ditch the mirrors and put on some nice bar end mirrors. But that's really my only gripe when it comes to looks on naked bikes, is these dang mirrors. All right, control layout, pretty standard, pretty simple, easy to use. You have your brights, horn, your blinkers, things like that. You can get to your menu and mode by just holding the button here, and you can adjust some things on the screen, and then your starter and hazards and everything on the other side. So pretty simple. She sounds nice. Also, this bike feels pretty good as far as how much room that you have on the bike to move around with and stuff like that. Like, I'm, you know, like I said before, pretty tall, and I feel like I have enough space. I don't feel too crammed like I do sometimes, like on Aprilias and stuff like that. Oh yeah, plenty of space on here. Now, would I consider this type of bike something that I would take on a long road trip or something? I mean, you can do a road trip with any type of bike if you want. It just depends on what you want to do. There is going to be a lot of wind hitting you in the chest, and I don't know if they sell some type of windscreen that you can put on here. I'm sure that they do. But yeah, diving into looks and everything, this thing looks sweet, man. Streetfighter always looks good. You know, they put all these winglets and stuff on here for some aerodynamics. I don't know how much they really help, or if it's just for looks, but I mean, overall it looks pretty nice. All right, not bad, but she isn't the most powerful thing out there. So this bike has about a 955cc motor, cranking out about 153 horsepower, about 74 pound-feet of torque. So not bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's it's not a slouch by any means, but it's not super crazy either. So I don't know, man. Maybe some people might want to know, like, how does this compare to like the Super Sport? I think the Super Sport is a lot better for the street if that's what you're going for. This isn't bad either, but it's a more laid-back bike that you can actually tour with. This one, same thing, but it has a little bit more spunk to it. All right, I'm gonna do just a quick pull from second gear just to see how it feels. All right, here we go. Okay, not bad. That pull wasn't too bad. So she'll get up and move. Not too shabby. And that's sport mode too, so I don't know, I'm sure there's more than one mode. Like, you usually get with Ducati, you get a wet mode, a sport mode, and a race mode. So let's see if we could change modes here. Maybe you have to hold it or something. Yep, there we go. So road. Oh, nope. Trying to figure this thing out. So road, wet, and sport. So we are in the highest mode right now. And then you do have the ability to go in and individually change things like your ABS. Get over here. Your ABS, your traction control, wheelie control, engine braking, and the quick shifter. You can turn that on and off. So we discussed the looks of this bad boy. You know, just in Ducati Italian fashion, they make some sexy looking bikes. The power department, ergonomics, and everything. I don't know, what do you guys think about this bike? Would you rather go for the V4 or would you settle with something like the V2? Now, I have not been on a Panigale V2, which I would love to try to ride, and just to see what the differences are between like my Panigale 1199 and that bike. But I think this bike does have some presence on the road when you see it coming, just because of the fins and everything, the way the front end looks kind of angry. You know what I'm saying? And you know, hence the name Street Fighter. It looks like it's actually going to beat somebody up. The only sad thing with Ducati is they don't have cruise control on their bikes, which I think that would be an awesome feature if they could do something like that. But this thing definitely has character. It sounds nice, and it's forgiving, but it's also very fun, man, to you know, get out and throw it around on the road. I just wish I had somewhere where I could take it and hit some twisties with it and stuff, but I just don't have time or anything to get out there and show you guys. But you know, 90% of people, when they get bikes like this, they're just riding in normal traffic like we are right now, and then, you know, occasionally hit some back roads and have some fun with it. Now, would I take this bike to the track? Oh, absolutely. You could definitely take it naked to the track. All you gotta do is just get it set up right with the right tires and get the right suspension set up. Oh, not a problem. Let's see if we can auto blip all the way to first. Yep. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, this bike isn't meant to set any land records or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure she'll top out at maybe 155 or so. Maybe more, maybe 160. So, but this is a naked, so you're gonna have a ton of wind in your chest. I don't recommend hitting those speeds, you know, on public roads. You may want to take that to the track. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention: the weight on this bike is pretty light. This thing comes in under 400 pounds. So I'm not sure if that is dry or if that's wet, but even moving this thing around in the parking lot and stuff, it felt really lightweight. So that's a plus for some people, especially, you know, if you're a shorter rider and stuff like that. Having a lighter bike that's easy to maneuver around is always a good thing. All right, guys, so I hope I covered everything for you. If you're interested in getting this bike, you know, kind of seeing what it's all about and everything, and once again, like I said, shout out to Fort Campbell Auto Sales for letting me ride this bike. If you are in the area, definitely check them out. If you're looking to purchase this specific bike, that's where it's at. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Out of sight, out of mind, on my way. Out of sight, out of mind, on my way.